Hello, my name is Floris and I'm the founder and owner of the XenForo enthusiast community at XenFans.com. And I invite you all, of course, to register and participate in conversations. We're having a blast over there because the XenForo product, the forum software, is just a marvelous piece of engineering and a modern form solution that I think is worth downgrading from vBulletin 4 from, or upgrading from IPv3 or PHP Bulletin Board, whatever floats your boat at the moment. But with this video, which is going to be a little bit long probably, because I'm going through the whole process of, I'll jump through the steps of setting up a website as I do it, and loading a installation of one of the releases from XenForo, and then I'll show you how I use the command line interface to upgrade. And this might help with some of the bigger boards that or people with slower internet connections that just want to speed things up a tiny bit and might have to do this almost daily like we do at XenFans. So first of all, I went to Namecheap, got myself a domain name. In this case I went with XenForoFans.com. I've pointed it to my server and saved the changes, and it said host records updated successfully. Then, so I can just close that tab, I guess. And I went into the Apache configuration and I set up a virtual host for XenForoFans and gave it a directory. And I went into shell, and here it is. It's in the Apache stuff. I created a user for it, and I have XFFans as a user. I've also created a MySQL database or MySQL database. I gave it the password fan, so I have to remember that later on for the user and database XFFans, yeah. I went and suited up into the user and created a public HTML directory and an index file so I could quickly check it, and I've made a backups directory. So now if I go to there, we will see that I have the public HTML directory and the backups directory, and I think both are very important because otherwise I won't have a website. And the backups directory is going to be used for backing up prior to upgrades. So basically I'm ready to install now for the first time, but let's go check if the domain actually works because I only just set it up. XenForoFans.com. It works. Okay, great. So far so good. So I can remove that file. Yeah, I've made that here. Okay. What else do we need? We need to upload the XenForo release, and because I'm going to do an upgrade, I'm going to upload an outdated version. And here's another little tip actually that I want to give people on the XenForo.com website. They only allow you to download the latest version, at the moment at least. Maybe in the future we will be able to download the latest staple from the 1.x branch and then the latest one from 2.x, we don't know. But because of this, I always download the full package from that version that is available and store it on my backup drive, so I have all the releases here. And I've got the RC2 upgrade, and I have the RC1 zip file. So instead of unpacking this, preparing the upload, and then uploading it to the server, what I actually do is create a directory called RC1 and just dump it in there. And we will see it will just upload one file, and it uses the available bandwidth, so this 5 megabyte file should be there in a second. This is a lot faster than uploading 1,000 files or however big it is right now. So now we have to unzip this, obviously. So let's go into the RC1 directory check if the file is there. It is there. Then it's a zip file, so I'll use unzip. XenForo zip, and we're done. Now, and here's the command that I use to move the files and override whatever is there already recursively and forcefully to the public HTML directory. So, and as we now look here, we see that we have the installation instructions, the upload. Actually, I should probably check if this is the full version. Yeah. Okay. We want the upload directory and move it to the or copy it to the public HTML. So we're gonna cp -rf upload everything to the previous public HTML directory. It will do its thing, and that should do the trick. So now if I go to public, we will see everything is there. And I can go to library, and there's a config file there. So basically you have to mv config to config php, and then with nano you can edit this file now. But I already prepared one because I want to turn on debug mode, enable caching, and use APC. So I'm gonna close this and go to the public HTML directory, library. I'm gonna override this file. So here we go. Let's open this one with TextMate or your favorite editor. Here is one. It has the database user, the database name, and that password fan. I set a cookie prefix because I'm installing multiple XenForo instances, each with their own license, obviously, to my web server, and to avoid confusion because they're all on the same IP or even the same domain names, I just keep them unique and I add an underscore so it's easier to find and read. Debug mode is set to true because I'm going to do some development stuff later on with this instance. I've enabled caching and I'm going to use APC, and the cache ID prefix is also xfns underscore, just like the cookie prefix. So this is perfect. This is ready to be uploaded. So I'll just say upload config. And there we go. You can always double check this, of course. Whoa. There you go, perfect. So now it's ready to be installed, which we do from the browser. There we go. Here, install RC1 errors. Oh yes, of course, I forgot to change mod the internal and data directories. So let's go do that now. See? How awesome is it that it actually checks for you? This is what happens when you talk and install things. Let's see, are those directories there? I see install data and I see data, so that is change mod -R777 data and internal data. That should do the trick. Now it's ready. Okay, begin installation. The config file is read in and xfns is correct, so we're going to use that and begin the installation. This is the boring part. What I can do in the meantime is remove that one directory that I created, the RC1 or -rf RC1. And I'm actually gonna prepare for the RC2 upgrade, so I'll do that and go back to the home there, refresh, RC2 is there. I'll upload the file, which is the upgrade package. You can get the upgrade package if you already have something installed by going to the download area and check the checkbox that says only get the upgrade package, which should be checked by default, by the way. But now you know. Okay, this should be done. Username, we'll go with admin. Password, admin123, admin123. my email, create administrator. No, store that this time. XenForo fans website. Yeah, this is all great. Yay, installed. Admin 123. And we're done. We got ourselves a beautiful forum package running on our website in a matter of minutes, literally. If I wouldn't talk this much, it would be a lot less. Okay, but as you can see, we are running release candidate number 1. Obviously, this is to demonstrate that RC2 or maybe the gold version or in the future 1.1 is out, and this is then how I install it, and then this is how I upgrade to this latest version. So let's upgrade. So I'll go to the main website. Ta-da! The site is open. Perfect. So basically I would have downloaded the upgrade package. Then with FTP I would create this RC2 directory and then upload that upgrade package as a zip file to it. It's online now, so I can go back in the main dir, ls, ICRC2, ls, unzip XenForo RC2 upgrade. Perfect. So I'm gonna do cp minus rf upload everything to the previous upload directory. So now it's going to override it. That's it. So now if a user goes to the website and they'll browse, it will say an upgrade is pending, the forum is only accessible in debug mode. So somebody loading this as a guest should see a little bit of a different message, I think. Nope. Okay, well, it's because I run in debug mode. We can fix that. I didn't know that has actually happened. Normally people should not run in debug mode. Uncomment this. I'm a guest. Refresh. There we go. This is what you normally see. The board is being upgraded. Please check back later. So this is normally what people see, but it's because I run in debug mode. See? Ta-da! Okay. So close Chrome. I was here. As an admin, I'm logged in, and I am going to /install, which will detect. What? I am not going to do that. I want to upgrade. There we go. Upgrade system RC2. Okay, begin upgrade. So basically, with this little running around because of debug mode, basically once the files have been copied over, you go to /install, it will detect that you're going to upgrade, and it will run through these steps, and it's now rebuilding, which gives me the time to delete that directory again. Minus rf rc2 and now this is clean again. Yes, okay. If only this would go a little bit faster, then these videos would also be a little bit shorter. There we go. And now we are running RC2. And we've upgraded. Let's hope it worked. Yay! Okay, so that's how that is done as per Floris. Now it is handy to make a backup of this working version. Obviously you can also make a backup of your existing site prior to the upgrade. So if my upgrade would have failed, I would have lost my data or have to figure out how to fix it all. Since it was a 2-second job basically to install and upgrade. It was easy to redo, so I didn't bother. But anyway, cd backups. From there I want to do a MySQL dump --opt capital Q, user was XenFens, and then we'll want to ask for the password. The database was also XenFens, and I output it to xenfens.sql, or call it rc2.sql. fen. Ta-da! ls minus all, and we now have a dump of the rc2 database. But this is just the database, because we had to change mod the internal data and the data directory, and that's being used for page caching and temp files and the install log file, and of course the attachments, avatars and stuff like that. So at the moment nothing is in here. It just contains an empty index HTML. But if somebody would have started uploading files, they would appear here. So that's why we also need to make a backup of the public HTML directory. Plus, because they only show you the latest version, it is important to have your own backup, because if you need to revert back, you can't get the RC1 now anymore. So if RC3 comes out, or the stable release, or whatever the next one is, you won't have these files anymore unless you kept a zip file on your hard drive. Plus you lose your config PHP file and stuff like that. So what you could do is cp, not move, but copy cprf public HTML to oops, I want to say rc2 public HTML, and let them copy it. And now I will have two directories, and then I'll move rc2 to the backups folder. cd backups ls minus all, and there it is. rc2 public HTML is listed. cd rc2, and all my files are there. cd library, cat config. Yay, got all my data. So now I can make an offsite version. I can just copy the backups directory, and I will have a dump of the latest version, which cron tab can do or something. Okay, a little recap. I've got a domain from Namecheap and pointed it to the web server. I created an account on the web server, and I've updated my Apache configuration file to point to this account for that domain name. Then I got the zip file from the latest build from the XenForo form product to my hard drive, uploaded it to a temporary directory as a zip file, unpacked it, copied the files over to my public HTML directory, or wherever you are going to run XenForo from, and created a configuration file, made sure I had a MySQL database for it with the user and a password, run the installation, and that's it. And I also demonstrated how to upgrade, but basically that's the same process. You just create a temp file, put the zip there, unzip it, copy the whole stuff over to public HTML, and run the upgrade. And that's about it. It's that simple. And this video might be long, but if you're not talking, you don't have to think 15 times, especially because not every time you're going to upgrade you have to go to Namecheap and set up your Apache configuration file. Basically it is get the zip file, unpack it, copy the data over, and that's it. After, of course, you create a backup of it, of whatever is live. So that's kind of how I do it. And I hope that helps a lot of people. I kind of demonstrated all of this. For my security, I'm going to pull this domain name from Namecheap and point it to the real XenFens.com, obviously. So you can go there and be assured the password fen is for demonstration purposes only, and I'm not gonna bloody use that on a live website. So that's what I'm going to do now, and good luck. I hope this helps some people, and I'll see you guys on XenFans.com. We got a lot of great content, documentation, add-ons. We have products and services we can offer you. We do free support. We have an admin demo. We got a helper to get you started to figure out what the answer to your XenForo question is, and we're only getting started. We're very excited about the XenForo form product. We hope version 1 is not the last version. We wish Kieran and Mike a lot of luck getting their the files that are the claims that are filed against them dismissed. And they've shown the market of bulletin board systems what a modern solution is, and that should be an example for a lot of people. We at XenFans are at least very excited about the product, and I'm pretty sure you all are as well. So have fun installing and upgrading, and especially using XenForo.